What's good, y'all? We got a back and forth between Wack and Oschino. Oschino being from the hometown, Philly. Of course, the West Coast people don't have a clue about him or his history. They may know his name, but O feeling a little disrespected by the things that Wack said. And for me covering that content for years, I know how they are on the West Coast. They don't have a clue about what's going on over here. Just like we don't be having a clue about what's going on over there. Let's get to the content and I'll give you my thoughts.
Wack, you the corniest old head. I feel like you my age now. You just look old. You the corniest boy on the whole gang, bro. You keep talking about why I'm mad you don't know me. I don't care about you know me. You have my name in your mouth. If you ain't know me, why you have my name in your mouth? Why my name in your mouth? My name, see, I've been in the penitentiary years and years and years. I know the finesse, corny, hate, low-key hate you doing. See, you think you got me mixed up with 6ix9ine and all these. I'm a boy that has put working for real. Moving bricks for real. Working for real. Homicides for real. Not all that you say all these other, I'm not him. I'm not that boy, right? I don't care about you knowing me. You was a hater talking about me. You trying to name some LA rappers. Did y'all know them? No, I don't care about nobody. You talking about me. We not talking about them. So you can't flip-flame me. I'm very smart, very intelligent, bro. You's a cornball, bro. Care about you knowing me, bro. So somebody telling you the only one that got rat stuff on your name. You got I ain't got no rat stuff on my name, bro. I do all my time. I don't do no telling, bro. Never. Shot 10 times, never told nobody, ever in my life, ever, bro. All that fake tough, all that stuff you be talking, bro. Bro, I don't even talk, I'm not going for that. Listen, bro, you're the fraud, bro. You can talk to these people and try to be cool and all that. You was a fraud and phony and a hater, bro. Period. Keep talking, he mad, I don't know him. Bro, I don't care about you, you ain't nobody to know me. You ain't nobody, bro. In 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where was you at? Nowhere. Nobody know you. What you do? What do you do? Ride other people tails. Magic, let me try to get some, you don't do nothing yourself. All I said is stop, you hating on me, bro. Have my name in your mouth. I don't talk about you. That's the guy, he mad, I don't know him, or he supposed to know him. Who am I supposed to know you? You talking about me. If you don't know me, why you talking about me? You ain't talking to me for 5 times and a FaceTime. That's cool. You act like you did and all that because you want to be cool. You was a cornball, bro.
His man just called me. I said, hey, bro, how do I know this? Nah, Wack, you don't know him. I just called with the phone. Have I ever mentioned anything about who he is when you're on the phone? Nah. He said, Wack, you played in state property. I said, I ain't see that state property. He said, let me send you a picture of it. Let me go to his music. I said, oh, I do remember this. The tall. I said, but he don't look like this no more. He like, yeah, that's him. I said, the D-Nice is him.
D-Nice, yeah, he was D-Nice.
Yeah, but he don't look like that.
No, he look way different than he looked on state property.
Okay then. So I said, but even back then, I said, bro, what about this we supposed to know? So I hit him with it. I said, you heard a big Y? He said, nah. You heard a banging on wax? No. I can give you the same argument. How you ain't heard him? Because that's some LA.
Mm-hmm.
And we would think in our head, the world knew about these. Guess what? They don't. I said, so I want you to tell me why I'm supposed to know them. He said, Wack, you right. You never had a conversation with him. You called me with 4 or 5 Philly on the phone, right? Right. Have I ever isolated, singled him out? Nah, you haven't. So what about, why is he mad that I don't know him? I'm not faking like I know, bro.
I already know how you coming. I knew that you wasn't going to say that. That don't qualify to say that you know him because of that conversation that y'all had on the phone.
I don't know what it is about that East Coast, West Coast dynamic. Not no beef. It's just cultural differences. When I was on Clubhouse for years covering Wack, I used to go back and forth with people who had no clue about what goes on the East. Now, when it came to the West, I sit back and listen, learn, whatever, right? And then I'll go with what they say and then throw that back at them. Like, you told me this, so is that right or wrong? But they seem to discount everything that go on the East side. I don't know if they know they doing it. The South people do it too. It's corny as hell. And they act like if they don't know about it, then it must not have been big. Like, if you was big, I would have known about it. If this was going down, I would have known. No, you wouldn't have. You wasn't into the game like that. You wasn't into hip hop like that at that time. So Always a big deal over here locally, right? And then New York wise, Hove signed him on the strength of his own talent. He got down with state prop because he was bringing something to the game, right? And he didn't go mainstream or nothing like that. But over here is different. Just like Mac Dre over there or somebody else over there who made their mark. You know what I'm saying? So the disrespect we feel coming from Philly is usually the tone of voice or how we're referred to. Not so much that, damn, I didn't know you was doing your thing over there. That would be cool, but I don't know you. You ain't nobody. That's a whole different ball game. Let's get back to it.
Dude
Whatever
that
it
be
was.
dude that been calling me, he been calling me for a good 2 years. I told him I don't know you. I told him the truth. I don't know you, bro.
That's crazy.
You call me, I don't know you. I don't know how old you are, where you come from, how many kids you got, your home. I don't know nothing about you. Do I know you? Nah, Wack, you just got my number and you communicate. Okay then. And you done met him through on your phone, right? When you said you got Oschino on the phone, I just thought you was telling me another name. The name didn't ring no bell to me like, oh, that's such and such.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well, yeah, he didn't. It didn't happen till like early 2000, like 2000. I said, so how I was supposed to know about him in 2000? We had Nextel phones.
He said that you hurt his feelings. What? He said he was more hurt than anything. He thought you was thorough.
Hurt,
He thought you
Bro,
upset.
was thorough,
how are
man.
you offended
I don't know,
because
bro.
I don't know you, bro?
I don't know, bro.
Too
You
emotional, my
feel like you know him because of the phone conversation.
Nah, bro, I don't. I didn't even know what I was talking to. The name Oschino was not a household name
It wasn't.
when
I
we was
can't say
coming
that.
up, bro. When we talking about Steve, he said, "Well, he was in the movie." I said, "Look, I remember Beans. I remember the little
Baby boy.
crazy baby boy.
Emilio's folks. Yeah, Emilio's folks.
I remember baby boy. I said, I remember bro, that dude Noriega. I remember Noriega.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I remember Freeway. These is people that I knew. I remember, right? He said, yeah, he was D Nice. I said, D Nice. I said, nah, that D Nice out of here, bro. D Nice
Yeah.
who was
He don't
having
look
it.
the same.
He
Yeah.
like, no, why go look at his pictures? When I looked at the pictures, I said, oh yeah, that is D Nice right there. He's like, that's Oski. I didn't know.
Man, Oschino was barely in the movie, bro. I don't even think there any words in State
Yeah,
Property,
he
bro.
spoke word. He was
I
he was
remember
being
him going
crash
to see
dummy.
him in the jail,
He was
and they
being
have the
crash
little.
dummy.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was in a jail scene.
I remember him going having a conversation about the having parties, a little coded comment. But again,
Yeah.
looking at that dude back, I didn't know that that's Oschino. I knew Beans was Beans.
He was a slim movie. He was slim, has gained a lot of weight since then.
Glasses, got a beard. So I'm looking at this dude they call Oschino. I don't associate that with the movie.
He never was on the Jay-Z album or nothing.
Yeah, like what you getting emotional about? I just told him, said, bro, come on, bro, how I meet you? He said, Wack on my phone. I said, I don't even know you. Bro, you remember when I brought all them Phillies on the thing at Loose Cannon?
Yeah.
So the dude
Mm-hmm.
that be calling me, he wanted him. He just
Okay.
asked me for my number and I gave it to him. He been calling ever since, but I told him, I don't even know you. Dude name is Nafis or something.
CEO Nafis. He a
Yeah,
cameraman.
Yeah, Nafi.
okay, that's that been calling me for 2 years. He they called me with this dude on the phone with 5 other Phillies on the phone. I said, bro, think about it. He said, yeah, Wack, when I did call, you didn't pay it no mind that who was who. I just thought I said, the only I knew was Teefy Bay. Teefy. I know him. Him, his family, we done been around each other many times. I told bro, I don't even know you, bro. I've never seen you in my life. You just called me. So you didn't call with him on your three-way with other, right, right. So how I supposed to know him? He said, I thought you knew, but think about it, Wack. You never made mention of nothing. Jay-Z, state property, nothing to him. I don't know the. And then he tells me Jay-Z signed him in 2000, and then I guess dude went to jail and did a stretch for some murder or something. So how I supposed to know the?
I definitely get why you wouldn't know who Oschino was for sure.
If he came home in 2000, right? Let's do the math. His music, his albums, or nothing was a household name. Okay, great. I tell road in '99. From '99 to '05, '04, it was a truck run for me. I was talking about the music.
Right.
Give what you was talking about. It wasn't my game. I brought cassettes and CDs. And really, back then, if you really wasn't some new big I was re-listening to my regular So then this dude, I guess he goes to jail from what dude say. So when I come into the business part of music, '05 somewhere around there, well, who is this? And they said, Wack, he might have been in jail by then. Okay, cool. How I supposed to know? And
Seen something like
again,
that?
his character in State Property wasn't one of them characters.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't. Now, locally, they gonna know who it is. I got the
Mm-hmm.
name in local here he had never heard of in his life. I said, these are considered big movements out here, bro. But I said, you got to remember, wasn't no social media back then, bro. We had Nextels. Now, it's immediate. Immediate.
There's another disconnect between the East, the West sometimes the South, is that this is the DVD era, right? So them early 2000s up until like '08, when YouTube started popping for real and World Star, it was a DVD era. Anybody from the East know about this. So you knew about a lot of people from the DVDs. And we learned about the South from the DVDs. Gucci Mane used to be, a lot of people used to be on these DVDs. You learned about all the underground East Coast people, and you would see a lot of State Property footage. You would see battle rap footage. You would see just regular hip hop footage. It'd be big names on the DVDs. So you would know about these people, right? It don't seem like that matriculated out west so much. You know what I mean? So that'd be another part of the disconnect. Because over here, it would seem like people popping because them DVDs circulating all up and down the East Coast. You know what I mean? And that just didn't flow out there. So I agree with the fact that social media not existing did make it nationwide, let alone worldwide, and it was more local. But for the person that was local, they felt like a celebrity, for real. Let's get back to it.
I said, bro, I was under the radar. People knew who knew. Until them recorded that Stitches, Whack 100 was under the radar. When they put that, there it went. I was exposed. So I don't know what got mad because I said I didn't know. I said when I listened to his music the first time, I said I could see Meek kind of like bit his style. I hear it.
So it just it's like a Philly thing, you know what I mean?
I think, yeah,
That
I think
style.
that they all talk alike out here, but a little
Yeah,
bit
the
with
cadence, what I'm
Wexton.
hearing. The
Yeah,
Yeah.
cadence, I can hear the cadence in there. You know, I can hear
word
the
was just
cadence
strong.
in Oschino music when we played it the other day. I can hear
Mm-hmm.
that cadence, da 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 da
Hmm.
da 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 da. I can hear.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, Oschino been doing this for a minute. He been doing it before them, so it's like,
Yeah, y'all know him.
you
Big
know what I'm
Y have
saying?
too.
Yeah, yeah. And in the hood, I just seen Chris, young Gunners, Chris and Efi. I just seen Chris up on Roosevelt Boulevard at Wawa, going in Wawa. Like these be around, they do the same in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But I
And
feel like you
I
gotta
guess
pay
they felt
respect to.
like Jay-Z mentioned. I said, look, bro, taking shots at Jay-Z for years, bro.
But the
Ain't
next
help that
month.
long on Jay-Z ain't gonna make it around the corner, ain't gonna do.
No, what I'm saying is he gonna make he a
He can
YouTuber and
go
shit.
run around and
He
talk
gonna make
about it.
content. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gonna
That's
get
it.
his little interviews and he gonna get a few thousand off.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what that about. Maybe I supposed to fake like I know him.
He say he not mad, he hurt.
If I acknowledge I know him, right? And then people go to asking me about him, I can't, what I'm gonna say? I just found out 20 minutes ago, dude went to the penitentiary for two different murders. The feast, I said, bro, I didn't know none of this. No.
I don't know
Like,
you.
bro, I told y'all. I talked to him on the phone through his mans. But I didn't know that I was talking to, okay, I knew I was talking to Oschino because they said, Wack, Oschino's also on the phone. That just meant to me, that's a name. That didn't register. This is Oschino,
The
Jay-Z
rapper.
artist, the rapper from State Property, because I never knew who that was to even know who he is anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just there. I said, bro, how many? He said, nah, Wack, I be having 4 5 on the phone when I call you. They just be talking about, right? So,
Uh-huh.
they be talking about regular shit and
Gotcha.
it be conversation. But I'm like, bro, he said, nah, Wack, talking to you right now, you really don't know them.
And he was saucy. That was like, yeah, man. Because I ain't going to lie. I know how these Phillies is. And Reese, you too. All it takes is for one know somebody. And then when that one somebody, and he cool with that know somebody, he like, yeah. Oh, I know him too. No, you do not know me because your man know me. You don't know me because somebody else know me. You know of
And
me,
I
nigga.
told the Nafis, oh, I don't know you. I don't remember calling with nothing. I just said,
But
shit.
you were talking about his numbers, and he ain't dropped the album in 10 years. Talking about he don't care
I
about
could.
numbers. He talking about thoroughness. He care about thoroughness.
I didn't even know he ain't dropped the album in 10 years. I don't know when the last time he
Really,
dropped
what's
the album.
wrong with him? Because he going at it with his own mans in them. He going at it with these
When's
Phillies.
the last time he dropped the album? I don't know.
Just was bigging me up on 1 minute. I mean, next minute you don't know me. I was on the phone with you for hours, FaceTime. I ain't saying you know me, but bro, you talking about my numbers numbers I got on monthly listeners. I don't even drop no music in 10 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's sad that you worry about looking up numbers. You should look up who's thorough. I care about who's thorough, and you not thorough, bro. You gonna keep trying to play somebody who's local. Bro, you don't do nothing, bro. You ain't got no skills. You know what a manager is? A person who got a piggyback of somebody that got skills. You know what I'm saying? Local, bro. I was popping before you. Anybody ever heard of you? We in the movies, clothing lines. You talking about local, bro. You was a hater, bro. And that's cool. You was a hater, bro. I gotta keep it real with you. You an old hater. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna care. I don't care about no numbers. Somebody came and dissed me. I said something back. You Jay-Z to need him. You get off Jay-Z's sack, bro. You on Jay-Z's sack. You don't even know what's going on. You could have, but they asked you about me. You could have not said nothing. Like, nah, boy, all right. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't these other dudes. I don't care about all that tough and all that. I'd rather you be thorough than be tough. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you got 8,800. But I don't care. Listen, bro. I don't look up nothing about you because I talked to you before. So when I talk to somebody on the phone, I think, oh, hey, cool. I mess with boy. You on there trying to play somebody like, then you gonna talk about, then you want mix sack on top of that, bro. You don't know, how you gonna talk about what happened in Philadelphia when you live in Los Angeles? How you know what happened? How you know what somebody did for Meek if you in Los Angeles, bro? That's why I say you's a bona fide hater, bro. If you sitting there saying, yo, he ain't do nothing for Meek, how you know? What? How you know? You don't know. So that means you a hater. So before you get mad and start, look in the mirror, you say, you know what? I'm really a hater. I'm speaking on something I don't even know nothing about.
All right, y'all. This ain't nothing but good publicity for both their numbers. They probably end up linking up or piecing it up. You know how I go. Break up the makeup on the internet, right? And been going viral. His response to Jay-Z. He put out the diss song and this. So he's on Cam Capone. He on Vlad. He got his own channel popping. So he growing. And this ain't gonna do nothing but get him to a whole different demographic and expand his brand. So long as he don't get too caught up, because Wack just be saying whatever is going to get the content rolling, and half of it be what he really thinking, half of it be it's entertainment value. Even though he mean it, he going to make it entertaining. That's just what he do. I covered it for years. So let me know what y'all think, man. Go ahead and like the video, share the video. Till next time, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. It's your boy Del. We out.